Well, I've just come back from grocery shopping, and this is my current disguise. Now, I know it isn't, as productive, as helpful as a surgical mask, but I don't have any great doctor friends who are going to give me a surgical mask. And my dentist, who has a small supply of them, he's in the hospital having major surgery, and his daughter, who's a dentist, she's at home with the COVID. So here I am with my scarf. Anyways, I thought I'd share with you today the way the anxious mind works. So I'm driving to the grocery store about half an hour ago, and suddenly I'm plagued by these thoughts. What if I have an automobile accident? And I don't mean something, dastardly, something mortal, but, I cave in one of the doors or something. Can you imagine trying to deal with ICBC? I mean, under the best circumstances, that's one of the great, nightmares. And then, what about the body shop? So let's say you can find a body shop that's working, and let's say they're not swamped with other people like me who've crashed their cars up. And let's say they actually do the repair, and they these guys are cosmetic specialists. So the car comes back looking brand new, like there was never a scratch on it. But what about all those workers? Was the car disinfected, and how much was it disinfected, and how do I know that? Okay, so then I start thinking, I've had two so-called minor heart surgeries over the last 15 years. What if I have another heart attack, because that's always possible. It's just lots of things are possible. So I phoned 911. Oh, last time I phoned 911, which was about 8 years ago, I had 6 great big hunky guys in my kitchen in about 5 minutes. And it was such a pleasure to have this company. And they were great. They were fantastic, and whisked me off to the hospital. And then next morning an operation was done and so on. But aren't these guys overwhelmed? Aren't the EMT people overwhelmed? First, they're overwhelmed with all the opioid people who they keep reviving. They keep reviving a guy named Eddie 5 times a day. And then, what about all the virus people? So will a heart attack still get the same priority? And if I get into the hospital, will I get a bed in ICU or in the cardiac ward, or will anybody be available to deal with this, and so on, so you don't, anyway. I thought as a public service, this might, at the very least, demonstrate to you that you're not alone in being anxiety-ridden and thinking absolutely mashugana crazy thoughts. Have a nice day. And as all the celebrities are saying now, stay safe. You see, I just made myself into a celebrity.